Hello and welcome to No Access Required. So somebody left a comment and they mentioned BlackRock. And so I did some research, and the research led me uncomfortably to a conclusion and a question. The conclusion was that BlackRock is the plague. Everything it touches turns to shit for the gamers. And that's quite an unfortunate position to be in, but we're seeing more and more examples of it all over the place. That as gaming companies become legitimate financial concerns within the market, that it's going to attract the attention of big players. So BlackRock, along with Vanguard and Fidelity, is one of the top institutional shareholders in major AAA gaming companies, such as Activision Blizzard, which owns Blizzard. These investment firms have significant influence over corporate governance, as they are not passive investors and actively engage in shaping company decisions, including voting on board members and corporate policies. BlackRock has been linked with the promotion of environmental, social and governance (ESG) principles, which have influenced corporate strategies across the entertainment industry, including gaming. This has led to increased emphasis on diversity, equity and inclusion, DEI, and we know how that went. DEI initiatives within studios like Ubisoft and EA. However, recent reports suggest a shift, with BlackRock reportedly reversing its DEI policies, potentially allowing AAA studios to move away from controversial ideological narratives that may alienate certain player demographics. So there we have it. And you would ask yourself quite legitimately, I think, why? Why would an investment company be pushing DEI? Are they being inclusive? i.e. introducing more people into the mix so they can grow the demographic and thereby grow the ROI? Or is there something else at play here? I've long felt that DEI, which is a noble goal to aspire to, was actually weaponized. And weaponization in business usually comes in the form of aggressive takeovers or, more uncomfortably, intelligence interference. And by intelligence, I mean intelligence, espionage, statecraft, spies, because intelligence finds its of use everywhere. There isn't any field that intelligence can't meddle in. It subtly shifts, it steers, it pushes and nudges until it gets what it wants. And what it wants, generally speaking, is to make its host country more powerful, or, more insidiously, the interests of its benefactors more powerful. Is that what DEI was all about? So, does BlackRock have intelligence assets working for it? Yes, BlackRock possesses intelligence assets that work for it, primarily through investment stewardship roles and strategic partnerships. As a top shareholder in nearly every key AI technology company, BlackRock gains privileged access to boardrooms and C-suites. Larian, I'm looking at you. And we can, of course, go on and on and on. Does BlackRock have involvement in intelligence? BlackRock's involvement in intelligence is primarily through its strategic investments and deep integration with the technological and financial infrastructure that underpins modern intelligence operations. Now, you can witter on all day about how this is quite normal nowadays, because frankly, unfortunately, in my opinion, it is quite normal. And that led me to the second part of the statement that I made at the beginning of this video. who is gaming for? When you look at this level of involvement by BlackRock alone, you have to ask yourself, how far away has the original ethos of gaming for gamers gone? I mean, let's take a look at Todd Howard, for instance. You look at Todd Howard and he talks about Fallout and Starfield, and you can't help but notice it's not the same man that used to talk about games 20 years ago. Todd Howard is now business-led. He deals in gaming, but he's no longer the man he used to be. And I think that's indicative of every CEO that we see now at the top of AAA gaming. Their concerns are no longer the games for the gamers. Their concerns are much weightier, much more lofty in their scope. And we the gamers are merely, as I've said previously, a means to an end. We're the way to get to where Todd Howard and others like him are going. Gaming is captured. Gaming has been hijacked. It's been waylaid. Like Dick Turpin asking for the jewels of a pretty lady, BlackRock is asking for the jewels. And it's getting them. Stand and deliver is the mantra. And Todd Howard and Satya Nadella, Andrew Wilson, amongst many others, are delivering. But not necessarily for us, because the gaming landscape at a AAA level has changed massively. It's almost unrecognizable. And the person who left the comment made the point that I made, that smaller companies, AA companies, are for the gamer now. When you start out in creative endeavors, it's clear that you do it for the love of it. BlackRock isn't about creativity. It's not about love. Business doesn't hold those things close to its cold black heart. And I know this because I was there when gaming started. And so I'll reiterate the message. Don't be sad that AAA games are eating themselves, that they're dying. Celebrate it. They'll be dead soon, and that's a good thing because it'll leave sunlight for the smaller companies to bask in until it's their time to die. It's the natural order of things. It'll be okay. Do let me know what you think in the comments below. Do like, subscribe, and share. And until next time, bye-bye.